In this video, we will cover how to use photo overlays and aspect ratios in WebManager. WebManager supports vehicle photos with any aspect ratio. Navigate to Settings, Inventory, Vehicle Photos. Here you can choose how your photos will appear when uploading them to WebManager. The default setting is to keep the original aspect ratio for all of your photos. Whether the photos you upload have an aspect ratio of 4:3, 16:9, or any other ratio, WebManager will preserve the aspect ratios of your photos while resizing them to the maximum size allowed by your subscription. If you prefer, you may also resize all photos to a specific aspect ratio when they are uploaded. This isn't recommended unless you are uploading from multiple devices that take photos at different aspect ratios and you want to enforce your preferred aspect ratio for consistency. You have the option to resize your photos to fit inside the aspect ratio space with empty space filled in by your chosen background color, resize your photos to fill the entire aspect ratio space, cropping any parts of the photo that extend outside the space, or stretch the photo to cover the aspect ratio space. You may also enable watermarks and overlays for your vehicle photos. Watermarks are used to show ownership of your photos and help protect against your photos being used without your permission. When you have watermarks enabled, they will be added to your vehicle photos and shown wherever your photos are displayed or exported. You can add a simple text watermark or upload your own custom watermark image that will be added on top of your vehicle photo. Overlays are used to show information about your dealership in your vehicle photos, including your dealership name, website address, and phone number. When you have overlays enabled, WebManager will create 2 copies of your vehicle photos, one with overlays and one without overlays. WebManager has several different overlay templates you can choose from with color variations for each. You can also upload your own custom overlay image. Your overlay image must be in PNG format to support transparency. For best results, your overlay image should be the same resolution as the maximum vehicle photo size your WebManager subscription supports. 800 by 600 is the default resolution when uploading photos. 1280 by 960 for the large photos add-on, and 1920 by 1440 for the HD photos add-on. If you choose to use an overlay template, you can edit the text that is displayed for the dealership name, phone number, and website address when the overlay is generated, as well as customize the color of the text. Click Preview Overlay to see an example of how your options will appear. Under Website Display, you can choose whether to show or hide overlays on your website, but this can be overridden by individual website element settings. This becomes your default overlay setting. To decide how photos are displayed in your vehicle details page on your website, navigate to Settings, Website, Vehicle Details Template. Your vehicle listings displayed on your website are created from a combination of several elements, including vehicle specifics, photos, features, contact info, dealership links, etc. Each element can be enabled or disabled individually, and you can change the order of elements in your listing by clicking on them and dragging them to a new position. Photo elements will show or hide overlays based on their default settings. However, you can decide whether to show or hide overlays by clicking on Settings for the Featured Photos and Additional Photos elements. Click the drop-down to choose how to use overlays for the selected element. You can show overlays, hide overlays, or show overlays for the first photo only. To decide how photo overlays are displayed on individual website pages, go to Settings, Website, Pages. Locate the page you wish to change the overlay settings on, then click Design Page. On the right, you will see the Elements toolbox. Click and drag the desired element to the column you want to add it to. In the bottom left of the element, click Settings. Click the drop-down to choose how to use overlays for the selected element. You can use the default setting, Show Overlays or Hide Overlays. In the slideshow and inventory slideshow elements, you can also choose an aspect ratio to display the slideshow, overriding the aspect ratio of the vehicle photos or slideshow photos that you have uploaded. This will ensure that the slideshow is displayed with a uniform aspect ratio, even if you have uploaded photos with mixed aspect ratios. To decide how photo overlays are used for exports, go to Settings, Inventory, Exports. The Exports page contains the sites that WebManager can export your inventory to. At the top of the page are the global settings for all the exports. Here you may set whether the overlay is displayed, not displayed, or only displayed on the first photo when exporting vehicles. If you would like to have individual overlay settings for an export site, which are different from the global settings at the top of the page, click Site Settings to the right of the export site. The same options are available for the individual export site which was clicked, which will override the global setting. To decide how photo overlays are used for Craigslist posts, open the Auto Posting utility, then go to Options, Settings. Here you may choose whether to post vehicle photos with overlays, without overlays, or to only use the overlay on the first photo. If you have any questions, feel free to contact our technical support team.